The National Human Rights Commission (NHRC), marking the International Day for Countering Hate Speech with a high-level roundtable in Abuja, has expressed deep concern over the rising spread of hate speech, urging stakeholders and media practitioners to intensify campaigns against the constantly evolving phenomenon. The Executive Secretary of the NHRC, Tony Ojukwu, SAN, noted that the menace of hate speech has taken new and more dangerous forms through digital technologies powered by artificial intelligence (AI). According to the NHRC scribe, this year's theme, Hate Speech and Artificial Intelligence, is a call to examine the growing intersection between technology and human rights, as well as reflect on the double-edged nature of AI as both tool for development and a potential amplifier of harmful narrative, including hate speech.
For countering hate speech, I wish to extend our profound appreciation to our long-standing partners, the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights, the UN Resident and Humanitarian Coordinator, and the entire United Nations system in Nigeria for your continued support and commitment to advancing human rights in Nigeria. This year's theme, Hate Speech and Artificial Intelligence, invites us to examine the growing intersection between technology and human rights. It challenges us to reflect on the double-edged nature of artificial intelligence as both a tool for development and a potential amplifier of harmful narratives, including hate speech. As a leading institution charged with the protection and promotion of human rights in Nigeria, the National Human Rights Commission asserts the intricate relationship between hate speech and human rights. In its base form, hate speech seems to be an illustration of the freedom of expression. However, in its impact, hate speech is a violation of human rights to dignity and freedom from discrimination, amongst others. The National Human Rights Commission remains deeply concerned about the rising spread of hate speech, particularly as it takes new and more dangerous forms from digital technologies powered by artificial intelligence. Hate speech is not just a threat to individual dignity, it is a direct attack on democratic value and social cohesion. It violates the right to dignity of the human person, the right to be free from discrimination, and the right to participate in public life without fear of suppression or violence. Over the years, the National Human Rights Commission has taken significant steps to confront hate speech and its multipolar challenges. Firstly, in the build-up to the 2023 general elections, the Commission launched the Mobilizing Voter for Election project, the MOVE project, which focused on promoting access, participation, and accountability. Recognizing the toxic role of hate speech in the electoral process, the MOVE project identified it as a major obstacle to voter inclusion. Secondly, the Commission established the National Hate Speech Register to record incidents and trends across the country, allowing for real-time documentation and response. Thirdly, we have conducted specialized training for our staff nationwide to monitor and report hate speech across both traditional and digital media. Fourthly, in recognizing the centrality of media in combating hate speech, the Commission issued an advisory on role of media in countering and reporting hate speech, recognizing the powerful influence of the media and the need to strengthen responsible journalism. Fifthly, in April 2025, the Commission issued a major advisory opinion on the protection of the right of freedom of expression in Nigeria in response to concerns about Cybercrime Amendment Act 2024, particularly Section 24, which was criticized for restricting freedom of expression. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge before us today extends beyond traditional platforms. Artificial intelligence, especially in its generative form, is reshaping the way information is produced, consumed, and disseminated.
Also speaking at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja, the senior human rights advisor to the Executive Secretary Hilary Ogbonna, who stressed that hate speech is multidimensional, said the Commission, as the lead institution charged with the protection and promotion of human rights in Nigeria, has developed a national framework for the ethical use of AI and digital technologies in line with human rights principles, particularly as it concerns youth engagement, elections, and social media governance.
And to mark this 2025 International Day for Countering Hate Speech, I would like to thank the ES for his statement, and also the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights. They basically have laid the foundation for all I'm going to say. I'm just expanding on what they have said already. And one of the things we need to understand is where we are in Nigeria today as far as hate speech is concerned, where we are coming from and what the Commission has done and where we need to move to. My job is also to link to you the fundamental mandate of the National Human Rights Commission, which is monitoring, investigating, and enforcement of human rights, promotion and education and sensitization on human rights, but above all, the one that often is not recognized by the public is the policy-making mandate of the Commission. And it is in this respect that the Commission develops guidelines and policy advisories on human rights to advise the federal, states, and local government, the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, the media, and civil society on their roles in promoting and protecting human rights. The National Human Rights Commission also establishes protective mechanisms and quasi-judicial bodies, special investigative panels, enter into partnership, one of which you are seeing here today, between the Commission and the United Nations. The Commission also engages in research and strategic impact litigation.
For her part, the senior human rights advisor to the United Nations, UN Resident and Humanitarian Coordinator in Nigeria, Office of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Ms. Adokofo, called for a multi-stakeholder and right-based strategy to tackling hate speech, especially within the digital space.
For inviting us to be part of today. It is always an honor for me to come to this building. Today, on the International Day for Countering Hate Speech, we face a harsh reality. 4 years after the General Assembly designated 21st of July as Hate Speech Day, hate speech is on the rise worldwide. The increase is seen in our communities and in conversations taking place across multiple spaces. Nowhere is this increase more apparent than on social media. Social media, the anonymity has given cover for disinformation, misinformation, and in extreme cases, hate speech. The theme for 2025 International Day for Countering Hate Speech is Hate Speech and Artificial Intelligence Nexus, building coalitions to reclaim inclusive and safe spaces free of hate. In this new digital age, or as more countries prioritize digitalization, hate is not just growing. Hate has now turned into a business. It's used as a weapon and often optimized for maximum impact. AI tools, which should be really helping us, are often used to spread hate. The nexus between hate speech and AI can be a dangerous mix if AI is developed and used without sufficient safeguards. It can perpetuate inequalities, discrimination, or be misused for surveillance. Algorithms and systems learn from our best, but they also learn from our worst behaviors. Meaning that when machines copy our biasness, injustice spreads, amplifying injustice rather than stopping it. However, AI is what we make of it. It is crucial that AI reflects our highest values, and these include inclusion, dignity, and justice. The United Nations has globally raised the alarm, and the Secretary General's strategy and plan of action on hate speech demands urgent action, as hate threatens not just individuals, but the very fabric of our society. Tackling hate speech remains a top priority in the UN system. To address this issue, a whole-of-society approach is necessary, emphasizing the importance of partnerships. This is why we are so pleased to see so many of you in this room: civil society, members of the media, academia, individuals, and government. The UN in Nigeria works with the government both at the federal and state levels, works with civil society and tech partners to combat hate speech, both online and offline. Our collective effort focuses on building coalitions to utilize AI for good, aligning with the Sustainable Development Goals, in particular Goal 16, on peace, justice, and strong institutions. Our shared commitment includes awareness, recognizing the various forms hate speech takes, such as online slurs, coded language, and stereotyping. We also focus on accountability, pushing for policies that protect free expression, while simultaneously curbing incitement. This includes stronger platforms for accountability, transparency regarding content, ranking, and the labeling of AI-generated speech. We also call for action, supporting educational programs and campaigns that celebrate diversity through education.
The Executive Secretary commended stakeholders and journalists for their continued support and commitment to advancing human rights in Nigeria. The International Day for Countering Hate Speech is commemorated on June 18 every year. Tofa Mama, Eagles FM News.